Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Well, for this recent Thanksgiving, I actually went up and visited my mother in Towanda, PA. That's where Drew Gregory is going to hold the Kayak Adventure Series, the Fiesta on the Susky, in August of 24. So it's a town where I grew up, where I was born, where my parents moved back to. It's just crazy that Drew found this small little town that's kind of gone downhill and slowly starting to pick back up as far as being a nice town, getting that small hometown feel back. So it was nice going back. I haven't seen my mother in a few years since my father passed away. So I took my gear up with me, minus the kayak, because it was really, really cold. It was in the 30s and 20s. But I was able to do a little bit of fishing off the bank. The fishing didn't turn out as well as I wanted it to, or as planned. But I did get some footage of some launches I looked at, the town itself of Towanda, some just cool little footage to kind of give you a preview where this is going to be held this year with the Kayak Adventure Series. So the videos have been scarce lately, and it's because I've been working on my house. As you can see, there's a bunch of shiplap I have here, a bunch of trim, my saw set up. It's raining right now. It's Christmas Day. My family, the rest of my family is up in Myrtle Beach right now. I came back early because I have to go to work tomorrow. So I figured I'd get this video done for you guys, but this is what's going on. I'm trying to get all this stuff done before the end of February, but hopefully sooner. I'm working on my master bathroom. I'm working on my master bedroom. I have to do some work at my in-laws. So I've been super, super crazy, and I've been wanting to get some footage out. I got some other video ideas I'm going to come out with between now and the time I get on the water. So just stay tuned for all that. I hope you guys had a great Christmas. Who's watching this video, I hope you guys enjoyed time with your family and all that good stuff that we are supposed to enjoy this time of year, and what the true meaning of Christmas is all about. I hope you guys were able to experience that this year. I hope you guys all had a great Christmas. But let's get into some of the footage I captured while I was up there visiting my mother. So let's go see what it was all about. So I brought no soft plastics with me whatsoever. I just brought a lipless chatterbait and a spinner bait. I don't even know if it's the right baits right now, especially we just have a cold front that came in. It is, I told you, 21 degrees, but it's been 50s and 30s, but now it's like 30s and 21 degrees, and it just happened as I was coming up here. So I do have some gloves here. You can see I got a microwave in front of me. That's what I came up here for, to visit my mother and change her microwave for above her stove as a surprise visit. So she was really surprised because we did not tell her at all it's coming up. But we're just going to try with what we have here. Then we'll get on the road and start heading home, guys. But I'm hoping I can grab at least one here while I'm here and kind of see what's going on. This is the first time I fished off a bank, and I can't even tell. I don't even remember the last time I was fishing off a bank. It had to be like definitely over 20 years. I had to think about that one for a while, maybe even longer. Right now, all I see is everybody at the stores with their side-by-sides, and side by side and ATVs and their camouflage on. So that tells you it's hunting season and nobody wants to be out here on the water. And it's cold. I tell you, my fishing gloves don't do any good when you keep them outside in the cold all night because they're just as cold as the outside air. But we're gonna try this for a little bit. We're over here at one of the ramps right on the river. It's actually a pretty nice ramp, and I'm sure there'll be quite a few people launching here during this event. But I can see we got some laid down over here, so maybe we'll try to get the lipless over by that. I stopped by here the other day. The water's pretty clear and pretty clean. You can see how nice the river is and how nice it is to launch over here. You can really drive when the water's low like this. You can drive right up over here, put your kayak right in the water. I mean, you can't beat this. This is definitely one of the nicer rivers, I believe, across the United States. It hits some nice areas and it covers a lot of water from New York State all the way down, and I think it meets up with the Delaware River if I'm not mistaken. I was going to put my boots on to go in the water and go a little deeper, but being it's this cold, I'm happy with whatever I can get here, guys. I don't know, guys, my freaking fingertips are frozen already and hurt. I don't know how long this is gonna last. I think it's better if I just take my gloves off and get my whole hand feeling the same. So these are the cabins I'll be staying at, and I know Drew's renting out a bunch of these areas too. But you can see it's right along the river, and they got air conditioning, heat, all that stuff. You can see the river's right down there. But it's a pretty cool little setup of cabins to rent out and have us here with the kayaks and everything. And it's right along the river. River's right there, guys. So, and I think they actually have a little launch over here too that we can go off when we want to do it for fun. And you can see this pavilion. But these are nice little cabins. I mean, these are perfect for this event. They're pretty damn cool looking too. So this is the park where Drew's gonna set up while we're out in the water for the family, with the bouncy houses, food vendors, etc. You can see there's a pavilion over there, and it's right underneath the bridge that crosses from Wysocks to Towanda, and that's Main Street of Towanda. The movie theater is actually right there, actually. That's where the Keystone movie theater is. Their town hall, you could say, is right over there. But you can see it's right across from the river, or it's right on the river. And you can see how cool this whole area is. You got some little rapids over there where it's down a little bit. You can see there's a little island there, but this river itself is so beautiful. There's actually a launch right here too. And you can see it's a little quieter over there. But it's gonna be a cool little setup, guys. So this is one of your launch points that you can hit during the Kayak Adventure Series here on the Susquehanna. But this is Hornbrook Park. As a kid, we used to call it Hornybrook. But you can see you got, you know, the river's down right now, so this obviously is a lot lower than normal. But right there is your launch. Right there is a campground, which surprisingly enough, there's nobody there. And usually there's like long-term people that stay there, but I don't know what the deal is anymore. But I kind of want to show you the area I grew up in and where the Adventure Series is going to be, and just how this is. Across the way there is a railroad track, and you'll be fishing here, and you'll have a cargo train that runs right along the edge of the river here, which crosses the railroad bridge down along the ways there. But very cool area. You can see it's November, it's cold. We got 29-degree temperatures right now, so that's why we didn't even bring the kayak, because this is too cold and it's a lot colder than I'm used to being down in South Carolina now. But you can see, you can park right along the edge here, easily launch your kayak, get it in the water, go park your truck, and go have some fun. If you guys don't know about the Kayak Adventure Series, go check it out at kayakadventureseries.com. He has the website up and running now, and he explains how all these events are set up, how he has it set up for the families, you know, to have like festivals while we're out fishing. It's a 4-hour fishing on Friday, so it's kind of, you can treat that as your practice day. If you catch fish, those fish on Friday do count when you go out for Saturday too. So if you have a great bag on Friday, are ready to start, Saturday won't be as stressful. Or Friday kind of gives you the ability to almost pre-fish if you don't have time to get off of work and you just run to these events, and you can treat Friday as your practice day and then fish on Saturday. But unfortunately guys, this video is kind of short because I just tried fishing, and if you are from a cold area, you understand what I mean by within 5 minutes my fingertips absolutely hurt. It was painful. It's just way too cold. I wish it would have been in the 40s and 30s. I could have handled that, but now it's down to the low 20s and 30s is a high. You know, being in the 20s, everything is just super cold right away, and my fingertips are hurting. If you guys are able to make it to this event for the Fiesta on the Susky up here, you guys really got to come up to this one. Spend about a week here if you're not from this area. Just driving from Towanda to Athens and like Sayre, PA, a lot of the back roads up where Hornbrook Park is, that's another launch you guys can go out of, but it's another campground. But just drive through these back roads. You can see still active wheat farms, corn farms, dairy farms, cattle farms that are still active that you don't really see across much of America anymore. And just the amount of history up here and the wars that happen here, you can really spend a good week here to really take everything in. It's a really great, beautiful area to visit. This is where I was born, guys, Towanda, PA. I mean, you are in the endless mountains. You can see up there, that's just a small one. But I mean, it's just a beautiful setup. I just met a guy the other day right down here on the river when I was running around here, and I was shooting some footage just for the pre-roll for this video. I was talking to him. He's like, oh, how are you? I'm like, I'm good. We started talking, and I'm like, I found out he's from Columbia, South Carolina. That's only like an hour and a half from where I live down there. But he was from Towanda originally. He moved to South Carolina, did some work, and he actually moved back here. It's just so funny that I ran into somebody from Columbia, South Carolina while I was up here visiting my mother, and wanted to try to fish a little bit, but that didn't work out. But we'll be back here in August for sure. But it's just funny, guys. But this is gonna be a cool event. All his events, you know, he's starting out in Georgia. You can go see his schedule, but it's gonna be a cool series. It's a different concept. I think it's really gonna take off, and I think it's gonna be a very productive and fun series for you guys to fish. So as always, guys, sorry I couldn't catch any fish. I was out there for 5 minutes and I was in pain. As always, guys, be safe on the water, and I'll catch you guys in the water. See you soon.